Alright, so let's try this again. Can everyone see their god?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So to spend the dice, you want me to just reduce the amount of green
Blue.
before rolling? Blue, and green is health.
Yep. Alright. And I suppose the beginning of a new creation. You've each just been tasked, well, with providing your own survival. Before you, universes away, you perceive the distortion of reality that is the Omnivorex engine. It is unfathomable in scale. Ingots and components to it are the sizes of galaxies.
Guys, let's find the exhaust port.
You can see the exhaust port, the giant blue thing. Sorry, no, the exhaust ports are all of the yellow ones. The cannon is the blue one.
The cannon.
Yep. Apparently when it's done, it's going to let out a single pulse, and that will be the end of everything.
Motherfucker.
Who tasked us to ensure survival? Something, something.
This would be the lady in white. A lady clad in a white, ethereal robe. Her face is incomprehensible, even by gods.
And did we have any details on what else did she say?
Alright. So, your main goal is to disable the engine. There is a single god being used as the power source to it, the one the gods betrayed.
Lexus.
Lexus for knowing. If you can remove them from the engine, the entire thing should shut down and destabilize. The other guards will be acting as... how would I put this? They're basically going to be the frontal assault. Hitting it as hard as they can, keeping all of the other guards distracted. Leaving you to only have to worry about the actual cannon's defenses itself.
Who? You said other gods? There's gods on two sides?
Yes,
Correct.
Can I have the background, please? I
should be
wasn't
all
here for the
important.
whatever. Ah, okay. I sorry, I didn't read it well enough. That's my bad.
I'm just happy you're here. Long story short, there are currently two sides. One side is trying to destroy all of creation to liquefy it for essence, to actually fight and destroy the Dark One. The other side is trying to not be liquefied.
Vecna, of course.
Always in.
I got it. Sorry about that.
All good. So you see the Omnivorex engine in the distance. What would you all like to do?
Hmm.
Are all the gods on the front line fighting near the engine, or are they, well behind us?
Several galaxies away from the engine.
Got it.
Holding thumbs up. You'll do it.
I vote we approach from not the cannon end.
Hey, you're
Honestly,
the pirates. You
I don't think it makes any difference
take
because
lead.
if that cannon fires, then the end isn't important.
Listen, I'm just saying, you don't want to be on the business end of a cannon.
Yes, but this is not like standing on the business end of a cannon, more like you go on the end the nuclear bomb isn't pointing to. It's still hitting.
All right, fair enough. Let's go.
You survey the defenses.
Do we see anything other than the engine?
Not really, though you do notice that there seems to be a two-dimensional object, meaning regardless of what angle you approach it from, it is the same. It allows the cannon to face all directions simultaneously.
Ooh,
It's
what
an
if we
incredible
make this
distortion of
cannon-
reality.
Let's make the cannon one-dimensional.
How much power would you like to exert trying to do that?
Okay. I think it's
Before you
best
do
first.
that, I'm pretty sure you wanted to make it 3 or even 4-dimensional to ensure that it hits less, not more.
Maybe.
This way, it's already shooting out a beam in every direction. 1-dimensional would probably remove any opportunity we have of interacting with it.
Let's check something. The thing is, before we can deal with that engine, we need to deal with the people defending it.
Is there any people?
There doesn't seem to be anyone defending it from where you can see.
There will be. Like before we try to stop that thing, we need to make sure that no one is trying to stop us stopping that thing.
I think the only way we can determine that is to get past the reality distortion.
Yeah.
Or undo the reality distortion?
Maybe let's
Undoing
get
it could
close.
undoing it would also prevent destruction of every direction, just that general area
Exactly.
over there.
Exactly my point.
Again, good idea, but it will most likely take some time, and if you get attacked while doing it,
What if we distort the reality and we point it at Vecna? We undistort the reality and we just point it at Vecna.
I'm all for that, but we need to know where he is. The most easy way to get this thing shut off is to get the thing powering it out of there.
Nah,
Maybe
that
let's
is.
search for that.
If we want to fight the Dark One, we probably should.
Hmm?
If we want to fight the Dark One, we probably should.
If you want to fight the Dark One, you're on the Wagner's side.
No. We still have to fight the Dark One after we switch this thing off, just some different way.
Yeah. But still, switching it off, like to switch it off, it's best to cut the power source.
Eh. Is this engine organic at all?
Some of it, yes.
But we'd need to. How close would we need to get to start examining how it's made?
Within the same soul system.
And we are?
You guys are just a bit out of range at the moment.
Well, it's too far for us to determine anything from here. Get a bit closer.
Yeah.
And let's get closer.
I'll follow.
You all approach, and you get within range. You see that each of the ports is slowly springing to life one at a time. You think that when the last port is lit, it will be ready to fire. Currently, 1 out of 40 is done.
Are there any kind of entrance points, or is everything kind of well and truly sealed up?
Well, entering a device such as this entirely depends on your perspective. See, if you're the size that you are now, where you're basically solar system in scale, then it's a bit hard to enter. But if you make yourself the size of an atom, then it's a lot easier to enter.
Hey, James. Definition for the like for the system we're playing, are you telling us the DC before we decide how much we would roll on it, or are you telling it afterwards?
For some, you'll get the DC ahead of time if it's something that you would reliably be able to know. If it's something that you are just Hail Marying or trying to see if to figure it out, then you get the DC after.
Okay. I would look for where the power source is.
Yep, the power source is likely at the core of the device.
What kind of external defenses do we see for this thing?
Near each port, there is six pedestals. What they do, you're not sure, but it's got to be some sort of magical defense. Around the actual cannon itself, there are magical blisters. Blisters are kind of, putting it mildly, it's kind of like you've got guns that fire stars at things.
Okay. Taking out the defenses.
I think so. I'm thinking start with the ports and then move on to the cannon. Or we can start with one or two ports and see if we can get inside that way.
Yeah.
Should I provide the distraction?
So you provide the destruction, I provide for regeneration.
James, I will use my powers to create an enormous amount of rats, and then I will use my powers to curse each one of them with a curse that whatever kills this creature is subject to rapid decay.
Alright,
Before you do that.
DC 3. You're probably going to want at least 20 successes for this.
Oh, which domains? Do I use all three domains? Do I use just
Yep,
one domain?
all three. Any that are
Okay.
applicable for anything, you can apply.
So I have rats, curses, and decay, 23 dice. And DC 3, so I need another 20 tops, maybe 15 even.
Yep, so
What
the
counts
formula
as-
for it is XD6 and then greater than the DC.
What is the DC?
The DC is, for example, 3 in this case. You need to get 3 or higher.
I'll be safe with this one. 31 successes.
Oh my god.
Yep. You create a tsunami is not even a good description of it.
A galaxy.
A galaxy swarm of rats that are
And
carrying...
I spread it out so that they can't just like all one shot by one cannon.
Yep, it is being spread out across many galaxies. As it's heading for it, you see the star cannon start blasting at chunks of it. It's basically like straight lines being cut through everything. But just the sheer swarm of it.
Do we see the curse working?
Yes, albeit slowly. Would you like to wait until the curse successfully shuts down one of the... all of the star blisters?
Yes, but I would like to help
While the
with
rats
that.
are working on the star ballistas, I think we should work on something else.
Well, we can also use them as a distraction if one of you can help us be inconspicuous in approaching.
I'm not really the most inconspicuous person. What was the other thing? The ports and what else?
So there's the ports, the cannons, the pedestals, and the blisters.
The cannons?
Sorry, the pedestals.
Yes, okay.
Oh, this is all really hard to imagine.
There's a big picture of it.
Yes, but still.
Gregor, you're a pirate. You should be able to find us a way to approach. Sure, you've boarded not one vessel in your time. What's this
Oh
brand?
yeah.
Honestly, good idea.
I mean, my tried and true method is blast a hole in and go nuts.
Right.
I think
Very thoughtful.
I think we need to do things a little bit differently here.
You've successfully regained your expended dice, by the way.
Oh, me?
Yep. While you're outside,
Oh,
you guys
but
don't really need to worry about how many you're expending. Once you're inside, though, sorry,
okay.
to be exact, the rate at which they refill.
I would try to look for an entry point.
Alright. At what scale would you like to try and find an entry point?
Hmm.
How big are the pillars around the ports?
Each of the 6 pillars is about the size of a planet or two.
Now that I'm a bit closer to it, can I get a bit more of an idea of which parts of it are organic?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Can I get a bit of a better idea which parts of it are organic?
Yep. So it's like this thing has a central nervous system woven throughout it. As far as you can
Uh-huh.
tell, this is a bioorganic creature.
Hmm. But you can't reach the nervous system from here.
So is the yeah, and you're saying that I can't quite reach it as well.
You'd probably want to touch it if you're going to try and manipulate the entire structure, just because this is distorted reality on a scale that you've never really interacted with.
And how is the cannons doing? Are they
Several stars have gone out as the blisters are falling apart, but they're not quite all gone yet.
okay? Well, I can do a second wave with rats infiltrating the thing and attacking its nervous system. I need to wait for a bit more of these to die, though.
First, like to look for an entry point, but I don't know where to look right now.
Can we tell what order these ports are opening up in?
It seems to be somewhat random,
Okay.
though in this time 5 have opened up out of the 40.
And do I have my swords on me, or do I need to create them?
You can have them on you.
Okay. I'd like to go up to one of the unlit ports and inspect the pillars and see if I can determine anything with them.
I will follow Gregor wherever Gregor goes, and yeah, I
Alright.
will also.
You're gonna need 12
Maybe-
successes for this.
12 successes, all right.
Is there any writing on the pillars or around about them?
Yes and no. There's writing, but it seems to be true incantations. Basically telling these things that they are facts, that they should be here, and what systems to operate. But you're not really able to get the instructions that it's supposed to be receiving.
Can I try to decipher it?
Yep. You're
Would
going to need
scrolls
19
apply?
successes.
Would scrolls apply to this?
I'll let it apply.
What's the DC for 19 successes?
It's DC 2.
And what were
Okay.
the James? What was
Yours
the
was
DC for
DC
mine?
4. Yep, you succeeded.
Yep.
These pillars are almost like god husks. This entire thing is like husks of gods woven together.
Wait, husks of God?
Of gods. Billions of them.
So, former gods that died.
You hope they're dead. The writing seems to be basically locking these, well, bodies into place as components. It's kind of like code that tells this device that it's running a specific OS and program. Wouldn't
And
be
we
too
still don't
difficult to
quite-
corrupt or change, but it depends how successful you'd be at changing it. Because if you change it incorrectly, it could just shut down and crash.
Not the worst.
Shutting down and crashing could involve a galaxy-sized explosion.
Not for worse.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm proficient enough to. Could I try to corrupt it in a way that just simply stops it from working, whatever it's supposed to do? Or do I know
You believe
exactly
so,
what
but it would be
instruction-
difficult. It would be DC 5, and
Mhm.
you'd need 28 successes.
And do I know what each of the pedestals actually does?
They seem to all be doing the same thing. They have the singular instruction for containing the energy output and making sure that it is discharged away from the actual device itself.
So stopping the pedestals will just overload this thing and explode it, basically.
One maybe not. All of them, certainly.
Is there any reason why we might want to stop them? Does it prevent us entering as well?
They don't seem to have any ability to stop you from entering.
Okay, I think these pedestals we can ignore. They are simply for the functioning of the machine. We can use them to overload it, but that's not our goal. They don't seem to be harmful.
We need to
Okay.
get the power source out first before we start destabilizing things.
James, I'll look for an entryway that's like my size.
There doesn't seem to be one. Would you like to make one?
I'll look to the other two.
You can also make yourself a little smaller.
I'm not.
Reduce in size to a small moon and see what we can come onto.
Okay, let's try.
Alright, you all shift in size, and you find that there's nice easy gaps for you to slide between.
Well, I didn't know
Let's
that
make our
size
way in.
shifting was this easy.
I'd like
Yeah.
to try to navigate the corridors and whatnot. See if I can determine like how this thing's mapped out and try to get us closer to the core of it.
Should I recharge again before going in or not?
Yep. Seems to be a spiraling structure, all centered around a center point. Seems to be relatively straightforward to find your way to the center if you're looking for it.
Like if someone is still waiting there.
I don't know, something about this makes me uneasy with how simple it is to get where we need to go.
I don't have a better idea.
I think we just travel slow and keep vigilant at very least.
I would like to mark the where we came from with a vine.
Yep, you mark a
Right.
vine the size of a ravine.
Yeah, basically that like follows us the whole way, so we can follow it back.
Alright. That's going to cost you 5 dice, but DC 1, so you ought to succeed.
Yeah.
So and then I think we travel forward towards the center.
So you made trans. So if the
Yeah.
market
Alright.
I'm going to be keeping my eye out for any kind of defenses or obscured passageways or anything like that as we go along.
Yep, there is a wave of fire heading towards you. What would you like to do?
What's heading towards us?
A wave of fire that seems to go as far as the walls and as high and low as the walls.
Get through one of the walls.
So you're slipping between the walls. What's everyone else doing?
Hmm. Fuck. Blocking it with a thick wall of trees.
Alright, creating a shield. That is DC 4. You're not sure how many successes you need for this?
Okay. +4, DC4. How many dice should I use?
It's up to you. How much do you want to not die?
Yeah, but I don't have much reference points.
Well, this could be enough to incinerate you entirely, or it could just be a wave of fire. You're not sure the properties of it.
Already. I use 10 more and see what's happening. $14d6. I think it's. Oh, it's not. Sorry.
So it'd be /R 14d6
Yeah.
greater than 4.
Ah, okay. I also have to put a DC. Okay, now I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Oh, no space before the DC.
Okay, that's not on me. That I just copied. 10 successes.
Yep. And what are you doing, Hex?
Hiding behind the trees right now.
Alright. Both of you take 20 points of damage as 10 are blocked. As for the one who phased between, you are taking 30 points of damage as the fire goes beyond the walls. You did not expect it to go beyond the walls. This has got to be some sort of defense that was put in place.
What would it cost to heal all of us to full?
So each health point that you're trying to regenerate is a DC 6.
Oh, wow.
Healing gods is not easy.
Fair, but harder than I expected. Okay, and how many successes would I need?
Depends how many health you're trying to regenerate. Each health point is worth 1 success. So if you want to heal 20, you need 20 successes.
Wait a second. Okay. I have 6 plus 6 for healing. I'll just use 20 dice for 2 healers and see how much I get and then distribute it afterwards. If that's fine.
Alright.
While that's going on, I will try to use
Fuck.
some deception, I guess, to hide our auras, so that we maybe we don't trigger so many defenses.
Alright.
I'm giving Gregor back for 5 because he lost more.
This is DC 6, and you're probably going to want 30 successes to completely avoid Hydias, or 10 successes for just partial obfuscation.
That's not viable, really.
We are going to regenerate some, remember?
Yep, you can
Yeah,
do
but
this
even
over some time if you'd like to not burn as much power all at once.
because I only have +6 to it, so it's like can't
6 is
quite.
still good.
Yeah, but I mean, even to get 10, it's a lot. All right, I'll just use 14 for now. But it's not gonna. I'm not gonna get even 10. One success.
Alright.
I tried.
Okay. Continue our way.
Yep.
Can you tell me if if we're in reach of any of the nerve centers, or kind of nerve thingies?
Yes, they run along the wall. You could touch one if you'd like.
Should I fuck with it?
And you said these are nerve centers for like the entire mechanism, right?
Yes.
Is there any information we can glean by being into contact with these things?
Yes.
I
In
want to
theory,
try
you could try and get a entire map of the structure.
I want to do exactly that.
Alright. Eight successes, DC 6.
And I'm assuming navigation would apply to that.
Yes.
Only 6.
You reach out through the device, and you see eyes look back at you from the core. Something has seen you. Whatever this is has seen you.
Something knows we're here.
Great.
Get ready to get company.
Did you find out anything about how it's the map that you wanted?
Did I get any information out of that, James?
You know the way to the core.
I don't have a complete picture of it, but I can get us to the core.
Better than nothing.
Go
The
on
path
then.
that you were going before was leading you around in some sort of special spiral. You would have never reached the core going that way.
Yeah.
All right, let's follow the new path.
Alright.
I follow.
You shrink and grow through several segments.
Let's just hope that whatever saw us is Lexus and not someone else.
You eventually find yourself traveling through one of the empty exhaust ports. While you're traveling down that path, you see a light at the end of the tunnel. It's getting brighter. It's getting much brighter.
Oh no. I think this exhaust port just came active.
Did we
I would
regain
like to.
any dice in that traveling time?
2 rounds worth.
That is 20.
Yep.
Oh, so we regain our dice.
Yeah. 10 per round.
Uh-huh.
I would like to create a wall of water, like from the seas, and then encourage everyone to get out of the exhaust port.
Alright.
I reinforce your wall. Again with some plant life.
So you're getting out of the way as well?
I don't know how to get out of the way.
I'd like to create this wall of water and then get out of the way.
Alright.
I'm
You can
doing
just
the
phase
free
into the
wall
next room. So you create
but
the
we-
wall of water is going to be DC 2. You're not sure how many that you need.
Wait, wall of water is DC 2 and wall of plant life is DC 5?
What is better against fire?
Against fire, water's probably better than plant life.
Oh, okay. So DC's yeah, okay, makes sense now.
The DC was proportionate to the damage that you're trying to block. In this case, you're trying to stop the thing from progressing forwards quite as quickly, because this thing cannot be blocked.
I thought the DC was just the creation and not how much damage.
31.
Cool.
Okay, well,
You're each going to
Here
be
is
taking
what-
19 damage as you make it into the
wait,
next
wait,
room.
wait, wait.
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
wanted to
Wait.
do a wall too.
My go.
Yep.
I will touch one of the nerves and I will curse it with the following curse. Using necromancy. It will be a curse of intense suffering until such that this exhaust port is no longer active.
Okay.
Encouraging it to use another exhaust port.
Ten successes required, DC 6.
So I need like 60 dice. I guess 70 to be safe.
I do 66 because you got, or would do 60 plus whatever your bonuses are.
Well, yeah. Okay, let's do 60 plus the 18 I can add here.
Alright.
That should be safe. Or do I think that the wall gives me a bit of extra time, so I need a bit less of a success?
You've never seen anything try to block one of these vents yet. I would side on the side of caution here.
James,
Yes?
could I use one of my domains to influence his wall?
If it's applicable, yes.
Because I would use my circle domain to, rather than just trying to block off all of this, to use this wall of water to draw a circle around us that just keeps us safe instead of just taking all the blunt force, like more of rerouting it than
Alright.
taking all of it.
DC 2. How many successes would you like? Well, how many dice would you like to roll?
I made it, James.
You succeed.
DC2, I have a +8, so I'm using 20 more. 24.
Alright. So you guys put up the barrier, you taint and curse this path, and you see the light at the end of a tunnel go from yellow to red, and then it fades.
No, fuck.
Well, we got a clean path to the core.
Better safe than sorry.
Onward we go.
For what it's
Yeah.
worth, I don't think it's gonna try to do this again.
Hopefully.
How many rounds do we travel to the core?
5.
Or to the next thing? Okay, so I'm almost full.
I am full. Then before we enter the core, I will try a healing again.
Alright.
Six.
What if you use some of your other domains to increase your healing as well? Do the circle of healing.
Oh yeah, I can use multiple domains for this.
Use circle of healing happiness.
No, I use renewal and rebirth on to it.
Alright.
They apply? Would happiness also apply?
Happiness, no.
Circle because of druid circles?
If you were in a druid circle, yes.
Shit, I should have made me the god of druids. I create a healing sun.
Alright.
I'm not sure if that's worth it for the +4. I use renewal, rebirth, and healing. 6, 12, 18. Thank you, but I didn't remember that we could do this. 16. Yeah, then I use 20 more. See, 36. Wow. Hey Gregor, you're up to our health.
Woohoo.
Alright. You reach the end of a tunnel. And you see a red figure, almost like an energy form of a creature.
Is that our guy?
He isn't. You can see the core behind this creature. It seems to be wrapped in some sort of spiral mechanism. You basically just have to get behind a shielding of it. But this is the creature that you see before you. You have come against us. You who have not known true divinity. Why stand against your salvation? Stand against victory.
There'll
What's
be
the point of
nothing left.
victory? There's no more minions to torture afterwards.
There can be more after victory is had. Once the Dark One is destroyed, we can build anew. Our own worlds. We can make it so that no creature can ever achieve that power again.
Victory is fleeting. History is repeating.
Join us so we can break the cycle then.
Cycle can never be broken. Cycle is eternal.
Not if you don't try to break it. If you surrender to it, well, then you're the victims of it.
Trying to break the cycle is part of the cycle. You're not doing anything that not has been done 100 million infinity times before. You're not destroying, you're imitating, becoming the same.
Then isn't accepting it an attempt to break the cycle in of itself?
Accepting it is also part of the cycle. Everything is part of the cycle.
Do you all agree with this individual?
Look, what I'm hearing is it doesn't matter what we do, it's all part of the cycle, so I don't think it really makes any sense what he's saying.
Man, I know it doesn't.
This is cycle, that is cycle. Doesn't really matter then. I think we should focus on more immediate problems. We don't feel like you should be killing everyone. Torturing them, on the other hand, would be a much better solution.
You'll be safe here. Remain inside this device, and you'll all survive.
But at the
I should be-
cost of everything else. That's
The
not a
Dark One will
cost I'm gonna
claim
take.
everything regardless. We can either claim it to try and use it to destroy him, so there'll be something after all of us, or we can let him have it all.
What's he gonna do after he claims it all, huh?
I don't know. Have you ever spoken to the Dark One?
Have you?
No. He's from before my time. You're amused?
The only thing that will happen is that you become what you seek to destroy.
At least then we'll be the ones in power.
As most likely he has done before you. No one has done before you. It's all infinite.
And is that outcome not acceptable?
It is possible.
Will you just accept your destruction then?
It's not exactly the plan to accept the destruction.
Well, it's also him. I'm at least offering you a way to survive. You see that there's another flash as another exhaust port is lit up.
You don't have a guarantee that it will work either.
Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But at least we're trying.
This engine will consume everything to try to stop one entity.
That one entity is almost half of all things itself. The ones who came before us let it get too powerful. Now we have to clean up their mess. It is an unfortunate sacrifice, but one that we have to make if we want to survive.
Drago, you're awfully quiet.
I've got a mission to do, and I'm not going to let this one stop me.
Yes, your mission is to destroy the universe and to let the Dark One win. I commend you.
Oh, to be fair, from my point of view, either way I win. I bet I get more fun this way. Don't know if I can even trust you guys. And the druid isn't gonna help you. The druid thinks he can save everyone.
And you think you
Or
can
doesn't
trust the
care.
lady in white? She's the reason we're in this mess in the first place. If she had just prevented this, The Dark One would not be our problem.
Well, at least I'm rather sure she's not gonna destroy me.
Yes, because she won't do anything until the Dark One destroys you.
There we go. I get to have fun until the Dark One destroys me.
Gregor's gonna draw his swords. Are you going to stop me?
I have to stop you.
Is this entity connected to the neural network of the machine, or is it separate?
No. It appears that the neural network connects to the creature that powers this place.
Ah, to Lexus.
Indeed.
But is Lexus in control of it or not? Because it seems like he wanted to blast us.
I don't think Lexus is in control now.
Well, from what it seems, when they became aware that you were there, they did everything in their ability to avoid blasting you.
Really?
Or maybe that was just your magic stopping him. It's difficult to tell. He might just be a machine at this point.
I'm gonna strike at this entity with my sword.
Alright. Pick a DC between 2 and 6. Then roll as many dice as you'd like.
I would like to empower Gregor's strike. Let me take a look what I will use.
I would like to empower his strike by filling him with happiness.
Alright.
Is this entity corporal at all, or is it just energy?
It's about as corporal as the rest of you. This is just how it chooses to appear.
Okay.
So with them trying to empower my strike, am I adding their dice to my roll, or are they doing theirs separate?
I'm just putting a curse effect on whoever you hit with your sword, causing mutilation with necromancy.
Alright, you can add their dice to your pool for this roll.
So that's 18 dice.
Yeah, you get plus 10 from me. Feel very happy you're able to strike them.
DC 5, 28 successes.
Alright. You go to strike at it, and red streams come from it, wrapping around the blade, and basically attaching it to the entire superstructure itself. I cannot let you pass here.
Does Gregor have another sword?
Yeah, of course I do. I got 2 of them.
Do you pull it out?
Yep.
Okay. After he pulls it out, I would like to catch this creature in an infinity loop.
Alright.
Basically, it now sees Gregor striking at him again. Him doing the same thing, pulling the sword away, saying the same thing. Then he pulls. Like, you watch Naruto?
Yes.
Yeah, the Izanagi loop.
Now, are you looking to make him just think that, or are you looking to actually make events replay?
No, making him like more mentally be him being trapped mentally in a loop.
All right.
Him thinking that.
Can I empower that with deception and curses?
Yes.
Okay, so that's extra 12 dice, and I
Yep.
will actually spend 8 dice on this, so extra 20 dice to you, Light.
Yep.
Thank you.
DC 6.
Yep. So 20. I will use infinity circles. Don't think he will be happy about this, so I'm not using that. That's an extra 10. And then I'm going to use 50 more dice on this.
For 20 successes on a 60, on a 6.
Wait, what would these see? What was it? 20 successes? Who said I need 20 successes?
James, what was the DC again? And successes?
DC was 6. I didn't say the number of successes because you've got to set the. Because this is an attack, you basically set what the actual number of successes that they need to get at.
So the more the better.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm putting a bunch of it. I hope this works. Come on. Fuck. Yep, guys, I'm Lucifer.
Ooh.
Ooh. That's a good difference.
Yeah. It appears to get trapped in the loop.
Alright. Good job. Go while he's
Can
distracted.
continue. I would
Yep.
just
You'll
get
regain
one
10.
second.
I'm gonna...
Fuck yeah! That was what I wanted to do this session.
I'm gonna rush over towards the barrier that we need to get through to free that... to free the fancy car.
Yep. To remove this plating, it's going to require 100 DC 5.
What? Okay. Can we all contribute?
Yes.
Alright, so for my action I will use... I will summon rats, and I will use curses to make their attacks cursed, and the curse will be decay. Or no, would mutilation help destroy them, or is it not? Or does it have to be decay?
Could be both.
Okay, so I'll use both and necromancy, and I will blast it. So this will be 10, 20, 32, and I'll... How many successes did you say?
It should be 100.
100 of DC 5.
Okay, let me use 58 of my own.
I would empower your red attack with renewal, rebirth, circles, infinity, and healing, so they regenerate after they get destroyed by the curse.
I'll give you good fortune for +4 on that, and because this is freeing Lexus, you can get my +6 for freedom as well.
How
Can
much
I
does
can I use happiness to make the rats happy to do it? James?
Yes.
Okay, I'll send you how much you get.
Oh, this is not gonna work. It's DC 5. We need like fucking.
And then I am going to summon us a fleet of pirates and cannons firing at this barrier as well.
All right.
Okay. Can we both do an action and empower someone else?
Yes. You get a reaction for
Okay.
every single action that someone else takes.
Okay, so I empower the cannons with again a curse of mutilation and decay. Giving you 10, 20, 28 dice.
Okay.
Well, give me a second to get all my stuff in order.
So how much do I get from the protection god? Peon, Foinon.
Can I use both of my action, like reaction and action, to empower their attacks?
Yes.
But don't do like attack myself.
You get a reaction for every single action that someone else takes.
So you
Oh,
can
wow.
use your reaction to empower both of us, and then also do your own action.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's better if
wow.
you attack so that we can empower your attacks as well,
Yeah.
rather
Yep.
than the other way.
Okay.
God
that's what you
stacking
get-
powers upon other gods is exponential.
That's what you get from me. And then
What do I get from you? Where is
Okay.
Plus 38d6.
Okay, I'm not that great at attacking, so the only thing I can really do is chugging suns at it.
54. That's good enough.
54 successes, holy shit.
The rats. Oh wait, mine got 54 and Gregor got another 30, so we don't need that much.
84,
Okay,
you need
because
another 26.
It's because I'm not great at attacking, so
Another 16, right?
Sorry, yes, 16.
what can you give me?
I'd give them the same combination of 10,
Yeah, I just need to know how much.
20 22.
And a minimum of 10 from me, depending on how you're going about this. It might be more.
I'm chugging suns at this thing.
Then I think I can only do the +10.
Okay. That's really the only attacking domain I have. I could use... Now I can use plants too, but I don't think I can use both at the same time.
There's no zombies for you to fight with the plants. There's no zombies, so you can't use plants.
There's no zombie. Oh my god. Oh, that took a while. Sorry. That took longer than I wanted. +4, so give it another 10 of mine, and let's hope for the best, guys. How much do we need?
16.
16 of 5 or higher.
5. Oh. Okay. You're fucking kidding me.
Yeah, that's pretty much how this works.
That is pretty much me in a nutshell.
You
I have
all
inspiration.
let.
How do inspirations work for this?
You reroll a single dice.
Okay, well,
Okay,
it's a
I use,
reroll.
use one of the one. Let's see.
Okay.
I use
I'll
another
use
one.
Okay, go.
Yes.
Yay.
You do it out of sheer fucking desperation. Spheres of stars wrapped in decaying energy impact the shield. Cannons firing decaying rats are letting loose on this shield. A swarm of rats consuming with sheer delight and decaying torment just tear through the shield as it cracks open and you see inside.
Did you think it would go like this, James?
I didn't think you guys were going to get through on your first attempt. I thought it was going to take a
Oh.
while for you guys to learn to work together.
Hey guys, we're better than expected. Okay, what do we see?
Well, that's a good question.
You have a DM, you have to describe it.
This is the best image I was able to create of what you see.
Okay!
There's some sort of containment field around him. It's pulsing energy in and then extracting it out at high velocities, creating brand new streams of power. It's like they're cracking open his very core.
We need to disconnect this.
Are those streams of power coming in and out, like coming from like centralized focus points, or
From his very core. So some of that's
but
coming
would-
out of his chest, some of it's coming out of his legs, but it all leads back to his heart.
So there is something external pulsing into him that's causing him to radiate energy.
It's like a power loop. His own power is being amplified outside, refined, and then used to pull even more out of himself. It's a bit like a nuclear reactor.
If we break the loop, we should at least stop this whole thing. Can I what material is the stuff that's being used to channel the energy made of?
Organic.
And the god itself?
Organic.
And do I think that perhaps the god part is separate or more resistant to certain things than the tendrils?
Usually, yes, but considering how unstable he is at the moment, he might actually be more vulnerable to it. You could attempt to divine the information if you'd like.
Do we get any recharge? I can kill the mechanism, but I'm afraid the god might suffer.
Maybe can use the suffering.
It's not helpful. The nerves are attached to this Lexus. I do not think they have their own thoughts.
Yeah, do we want to do this?
Gregor,
Yes.
we should try to understand the secrets of this machine. Hint, hint.
I know. Let's see what we can find out. I'm gonna try to divine how this machine is working and how it's all interconnected with Lexus.
I will
Alright.
empower with scrolls for +10.
And I guess more importantly, how to free Lexus from this machine as well.
Alright. DC 6, you want 8 successes.
And how much am I getting from Hayx as well, you said?
10 if scrolls is applicable.
I would say scrolls is applicable.
I'd say maybe infinity is applicable since it's a loop from
I would agree.
female maybe.
Okay, then you get +2. Infinity is not that strong.
Well, that's
6
not how you roll.
It's more than 6, so.
Let's try that.
Oh, big.
Big numbers go burr.
Alright. So, if you were to try and slow down the reaction so that you could even remove this individual, you would have to redirect the power to each of the vents one at a time while depowering the core. It would be quite difficult to do. Basically, instead of the power feeding back into him, it has to be redirected out to the cores. Sorry, out to the vents. Alternatively, you could just detonate him, creating an implosion.
I'd rather not do that.
Do we know what would happen at that point?
Well, considering how much power has been built up, this entire area would be destroyed. But the vast majority of existence would remain intact.
It's a last-ditch effort.
We want to keep him alive.
As I said, last-ditch effort.
I'm gonna enjoy his suffering in this state after we're done.
So, are we trying to get him out safely?
Yes, but
Should we-
divining that information on what we need to do took a lot out of me. I'm gonna need some time.
Phenom, we start
Cool.
working on redirecting. Do we have a bit more details on like, so there's a loop, energy comes out, energy comes back in.
Yep. You see a red tendril go straight for Gregor's chest.
The guy woke up.
Yep.
Ah, fuck. This quick? Sad.
We can react to this.
Yep.
Okay. I will use a curse on whoever attacks Gregor or damages Gregor next. Affecting with my full arsenal of shit. Suffering, mutilation, plague, necromancy, decay.
Okay, so you're seeking to harm them after they cause damage?
Yes, I'm using this opportunity to place the curse on them.
Alright.
Because that's an easier way to get the curse on them than attacking them.
Yep.
Have I had even one round of recharge, James?
No.
Okay.
They took this opportunity while you're at your weakest.
How long was he-
Understandable.
How long was he trapped?
Up until like a round ago.
But how many
Oh.
rounds total?
I believe it was 2 rounds.
Wow.
So 3 rounds total. We should have 3 rounds of recharge.
Yeah, but I think we already got them.
Yeah.
We only got 1. I only got 1.
There should have been one before, so one right after the fight, one right before you guys broke the barrier, and then one right after you guys broke the barrier.
Well, I only took 1 total.
Alright,
So-
feel free to apply the other 2 then.
I was gonna say I think I missed one of those as well.
Okay. So this curse, do I have DCs for it?
You set the DC for it.
Right, of course. But what's so I choose the everything for it.
Yep. You set the DC, and then they have to beat the same DC at the same number of checks.
Okay. I mean, I'll just use a freebie. As a reaction.
Alright. They reduce the damage by 4. Is anyone else doing anything?
I'm healing Gregor.
Alright.
Do you want to maybe protect it? Well, okay.
Hmm?
Never mind.
Gregor, you take 16 points of damage.
Renewal, rebirth. Circles also apply for healing?
If you can justify it.
Healing circles?
Can I
Circling the energy through his body?
because he's healing a pirate, can I apply my piracy?
You could steal the healing using your piracy.
Awesome.
From yourself. Steal it from yourself.
Okay! Steal it from yourself. I hold off
so-
the healing and look away.
You can add 14.
Wow. Okay, renewal, rebirth. I take healing, circling the healing through his body works.
Or
Yes.
would you consider this a wealth of healing?
I would
The
not.
healing makes you very. The healing makes you very happy. So. Well, how
They're
much
not
is this
healing you
now?
with gold coins.
Darn it.
That I sadly can't do that. I'm sorry. I'm not the god of gold. So the DC is 6. From all
Yep.
of the shit, from all the shit, I have 48. Putting it 10 more. Let's see. You regain 10 hit points. Okay, note to myself, don't put extra dice in healing, it doesn't matter that much.
Healing a god is difficult.
Oh yeah, I'm just
You might want to try
again,
to
note to
like
myself.
block instead of healing. It might be.
Yeah, but I'm not the god of blocking, I'm the god of healing.
Well, you should have brought the god of blocking.
I couldn't know that beforehand.
I mean, you can use like light and whatever and circles to make a circle of light and block something like.
Maybe. I'll try next time. Let's see how that then goes.
Okay. Do we all get a go now?
Yep.
Do we initiative or do we do our things?
Whichever one of you says what you're doing first is going first. The guy's literally out of all of his points, so he's only using his domain stuff now.
Really?
Yes, that's why he only because he used the
Oh
100
my
point to
god!
block the first attack.
Literally.
He had 200
Uh,
points because of his rank being one higher than yours. But that's all he had going
Okay.
for him.
Well,
So I should get a round of recovery now and then go nuts.
Yes.
I will seeing that the other guys don't really seem to be able to do much to change the energy flow. I'll try a similar trick. I'm going to try and curse this nervous system with suffering for every time it pulses energy back into Lexus, encouraging it to vent the energy instead.
Alright. DC 6, you need 5 successes, and you'd need to do this a number of times equal to the number of open events, so that.
Okay.
So you could do multiple at once, increasing the number of successes required by 5 for each event that you wish to close.
How much can the other guys help me on this?
Sorry, what are you trying to do?
I am using curse to encourage this nervous system to stop pulsing energy into the god, breaking the chain reaction. And I need a lot of successes to get it done.
Ooh, that's not that easy because you're using a curse. It's not great for me to do.
I can
Freedom
give
would
you,
apply.
yeah, I can give you freedom and good fortune for what you're trying to do, so that's plus 10 there. Depending on how you're trying to reshape the energy, if you're trying to like move it in waves away from Lexus, I could give you C's as well.
I could
Well, I
try.
think at that point you're the one who's going to be influencing how it works with your domains. So I'll let you argue, like I'll let you ask James if you can influence it or not.
Hmm.
So, James, can I reshape the way that that Hayx is flowing
Yes.
the energy back around? Okay, so that you can get a plus 18 there.
Um, I can give. I think circles might apply. Circling the energy in a different direction, but I don't know how well that works with like you cursing it.
Circling it back on the machine rather than on him, yes?
Okay, then you get a +8.
So I have 20. Yeah.
Okay, next I would like to do some things after you all.
I'm just gonna do. If I try to do 2, will I definitely need to get 10, or can I still partial success 1? It's fine, I'll
You'll
just do
definitely
1.
need to get 10.
I'll just do 1. 20. This should be enough for 1. Oh fuck, this was a really good roll.
You sever the first of the 20 vents.
I rolled it wrong. I rolled 5, but there's enough 6s. There's 6 6s.
Yep. You sever the first of the vents.
Okay.
$19 to go.
I'm gonna need some help. Yeah, this is gonna take me a long, long time. And you guys need to think of something too.
What I wanted to do right now is try to distract the guy so he doesn't attack us anymore.
Alright, what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm creating planned copies of us. Then I'm using colors to make them as exactly looking as possible, and the rest of the like way there, I'm controlling the light in a way that it gets refracted exactly the right way, so he only sees the copies of us and not ourselves.
Alright, DC 6.
Come on, it's a cool idea.
I agree.
So that would be plan, light, and color. Can any of you help me out?
Deception?
Yeah.
Yep. This is deception.
What else do the plans do?
With you hiding our location, could we say that our location is a secret?
Yes.
The plans are
Okay.
being sacrificed?
Yes.
Oh yeah, so plus 16 from me.
And plus 16 from me.
Okay, that's already 44. Anything else? Do you guys think I should put in extra dice or not?
I think that he doesn't have dice, so we should be focusing our efforts on freeing the dude.
Okay,
Yeah,
then,
save our dice for the mission.
yeah. 7 successes.
Alright. You've concealed yourselves from him, and the illusions will now be interacting with him.
Nice. Okay, I gave you some time.
Alright, 1 round passes.
And well, hold on. I'm going to.
Yeah, Gregor can still do stuff.
I'm still go. Yeah, I'm going to also help shape some of the energy away from Lexus, reverting it back into the machine instead of back into himself. I'm going to have it flow out of where it's at, twisting around into waves of energy that are then reverberating back and reversing their direction back into the machine. Kind of like
Alright.
waves colliding.
DC 6. You need 5 successes per port.
I'm only gonna do one at a time. Would I be able to argue that I am pirating this energy away from Lexus?
Yes.
What can I don't really know if any of mine applies though. Deception maybe for 6.
Deception's more perceptive, so I would say no.
Yeah, I don't necessarily see yours that could work there.
Don't you have one that is decaying energy?
Oh, I do have
Yeah.
DK. Okay, so that's 4.
That's 4. That brings me up to 32. Now, does Phonin have anything? Not looking great, so we'll just go with 32. See what happens. Nope.
Alright. Moments before you finish your attempt, the entire structure shakes. There's a dent to the structure, it's like it's just been split in two.
Can we tell what that means for us?
You're not sure, but whatever that is, it can't be good.
So Gregor didn't make it.
Nope.
No.
Okay. We go to next round.
Yep.
I will
And-
do the same as last time. I will use extra power to try to do 2.
Alright.
Would sacrifice supplies, we're kind of sacrificing the machine to free the guy.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll give myself an extra for that.
Nice.
Should be enough for 2.
Yep.
You get the same bonuses from me as
Oh,
well.
fuck me. This is a very, very good roll. It's way above average.
Nice.
Way above average.
It was a safe one, but it should have been like 15 on average.
Oh, wow.
All right. You were doing
So
2,
remember,
weren't you?
guys. Yes, average is 36. You want to roll. So if you're rolling less than 36, you are not rolling enough.
All right. You
For 5
disable
successes.
2 paths.
Or 13, but yeah. Yep. So we're 17 out of 20.
Yep.
Does this at all slowly, like we're slowing down the reaction, right? By doing.
You're stopping the reaction from progressing at all.
Okay. So until we're done with this, we're stopping it for now.
Yep, so at the moment you're stopping it, and then it will require some heal checks afterwards to actually restore the individual.
Okay, well we'll be okay with that. We don't not too much of a rush. I guess everyone can try to contribute now for this round.
For
Alright.
this round, I would still try to take care of the guy. Because right now he's fighting against my. He's taking care of the plants. So because I have control over them, I could try to now create another loop point for him to catch him in the loop again.
Alright.
Okay, you get 12 from me.
E6 is 20. EC 6, I assume.
Yep, when affecting another god.
12
Uh,
plus 8 plus 2.
you can get at least +4 from me.
Would renewal also apply? I'm renewing the situation.
Yes.
Okay, and or is that something different?
I would say no.
Okay. That's 32. I used 10 of my own for this because I think this might be good. Okay, let's see and hope. Huh. Don't know what average is. At least something.
That's exactly average.
Yay! Now he's rolling 9 successes.
No, he doesn't have so many dice.
So, ooh. After this, my god gets a new domain, Sharingan.
Alright.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
And then I'm going to be redirecting the energy back into the machine again.
Okay. So wait a second. Oh well, it's fine. I was gonna say you can have an extra 10 for me.
Oh,
It wouldn't
Uh,
have mattered
for which one?
for redirecting because the sacrifice works well.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. So next time it'll be even better.
Okay.
So one more part closed.
I'm just gonna go for 1 on the next round because actually I can go. Can I go for 2? 30, 42, 50. I can go for 2. A bit of a less expenditure for now. We did it last time. So there's
Right, he's one
14 left.
category higher, so it should have been DC 5, but that doesn't change the fact that he failed. Yep. 14 left. Right, next
Phenon?
round.
Phenon didn't go this round yet.
Yeah, they did.
They put the guy in loop.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, next round I'll just do. I'll do this. No, I'll do 1. I'll recharge a little bit just in case we need power. Start recharging my energy.
You see one of the unopened ports just collapse in as an entire 1/40th of the device implodes. You are all certain that this is not from what you guys are doing?
Does that help our cause, though?
Well, it doesn't hurt it.
Okay. There's one less vent.
Yep.
I guess that means it's too late to stop now that the device is destroying itself.
There's a second group working on the same in a different timeline.
Do we think we need to switch the whole reaction off completely to take the guy out? We can't rip him out when some of it is still going.
You could use some of your, like, you could use power to actually try and protect him as you're tearing him out.
No, we have someone good at that.
But it's kind of like pulling someone out of a car crash when there's
Okay.
metal rods throughout their body.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, so Gregor, you get an extra 10 to your roll on the severing.
Okay. So then that would put me at 42 dice without expending anything. Should I go for 2?
No, 42. 42 is safe for 1. For 2, you want like.
No, I know. Should I add in my own dice to go for 2? Is what I'm saying.
I think that we can spend a little bit of time recharging because it's not like if we add extra now, we don't think it's gonna help us, and then something might happen, right? So my plan is to keep myself above 50 and only spend if I'm staying above 50.
All right, and
I used some before, but only to give us this time.
yeah, that's fair. How many ports did you close then?
Just 1, so we're on 13 now.
All right, now we're down to 12 that still need to close.
Okay. Do I need to concentrate on the other things I'm doing, or can I do something else?
You can do something else. Those effects that you've created are self-sustaining.
Okay. Should I help you guys or try to like maybe empower my effects to keep them going longer?
Help us if probably would be good.
Yeah. I think the
Yeah.
sooner we get Lexus out of this thing, the better.
Fair. Okay. Then using circles, infinity. Yeah, I only have a 2 for this, so if you guys could give me some. Renewal could also work. Renewing the flow of energy.
So you can get plus 10 from me for what you're going with. How are you going about it?
Recircling the energy. To
Yeah, I think we
make
can
it
just
flow
get
Navigation?
somewhere else.
maybe. Yeah, directing the pathways.
Yeah.
Could he get navigation for that?
Yes. That's
So,
probably teetering on the edge of it, but yes.
then 22 from me.
And from me, I think just 10 for sacrifice. I don't think any deception will apply here now.
No. So 10.
And then how much are you getting from yourself?
16.
Oh yeah, you don't need to spend extras. You're good.
Yeah. I need. What is it? D6?
D6, DC6.
Yeah, DC6. That. Fuck.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's about in line for your luck.
Right. I mean, I feel bad because Light already spent inspiration, so I'll give him 1 to reroll on that.
Thank you. Yay.
Although it needs a 6, so it's like,
Yeah, I don't do it. It doesn't matter.
okay.
Like,
But that's so 48. Oh, that's so bad.
I would recommend it.
Yeah, I would.
Okay,
Oh.
let's do it. Because we already cracked the thing once.
Yeah.
okay, so inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm using 2 of my own, so I can reroll 3. One
That's
extra
enough.
success.
Yay.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, you
Yep.
only needed 5.
Ah, okay, good. Okay, then it's good. Then inspirations were definitely needed.
I believe
Hey,
that
I'm
brings
down
it
to 1
to.
inspiration.
11.
Yep.
Right. Next round.
Yep.
I'm down to 1 inspiration, guys.
Down to 10.
Can I get everyone in here? The machine flares up and discharges. It's like someone tried to fire a small pulse.
Holy shit, what? 200?
You need to defend against 31 points of damage from the discharge.
What type of pulse is this? Is this another like fiery pulse or more of a direct energy?
Directed energy. It's like someone tried to actually fire the cannon.
Just at us?
No. At whatever's outside.
Oh.
Okay. I would like to try to recircle the damage I get at our enemy. The red guy.
Alright, for every 2 successes you get, you redirect 1 damage.
Okay, here's what I would like to do, James. can I, in this moment, instead of defending, sacrifice this opportunity to empower my next action? And how would that work?
You'd basically be able to build upon your existing domains. So your domain dice would carry over to the next round. Or, well, any
Okay.
dice that you spend this round would carry over to the next one.
On this reaction, you mean?
Yes.
My DC is 6.
Oh no, sorry.
is this
That's only for
is
an action that it carries over. For a reaction, it wouldn't do
Uh-huh.
anything.
So I can't do it like that. Okay. Okay,
My
then I'll
DC is 6.
Yep, DC is 6.
try
Would you
to.
help me before you start your thing.
No, we're all using a reaction to defend. We can't help, I think.
True. Yeah. Fair.
I guess I'm creating a sacrificial wall of rats.
I redirect 2 damage.
Alright.
I think I am going to. Let's do a. I'll just do a giant ship blocking the 3 of us.
Alright.
Oh, do we get each other's defense as well?
Yep.
Okay, so. And how
So
much
I also
does the ship block?
Two more.
Okay.
so
So 5, 9 is blocked.
9 is blocked.
Sorry. You were redirecting, weren't you, Bonfoot?
Yeah.
Okay, so 7 is blocked, and the guy's taking 2 damage.
Plus the normal damage.
Yep.
So it should be 24 damage to each of us.
Okay. I'm not trying this again. I just wanted to see how it goes when redirecting it to someone else.
Alright. Next round.
I make it all my plant creatures got destroyed.
Most of them. There's bits of them all over the place.
Is the guy still looking as he is in the loop, or?
He appears to still be in the loop. Though he's not really focusing on that situation at the moment.
What?
So he's in a loop, right? Everything there is recycling.
Yeah.
And there's now a new rift that he's looking out of at the moment.
Rift?
So he's in a loop of turning and looking at the rift, then it resets.
Okay, and I'm trying to redirect the energy again. Those are one of the things.
Alright. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, I can just use the one from last thing. It was the 20, that was 48. Oh. I'm an idiot. 5 successes, exactly!
Yep, you disable one, that brings it to 10.
Guys, we can do this.
9.
How can you have 4 successes more than me? And I had like.
You're rolling really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To be
sorry.
fair, mine was also above average.
Yes.
Honestly, you should have had Rin instead of me for this.
If you guys had Rin, this would be over.
I'm disabling all of them. Okay, you need all these successes. Done.
Okay. Next round?
You haven't done anything this round.
Oh, fair enough. I'll go for one. 34. I mean, I'm going to go for 2. Got 2.
That's now 7 that are left.
Wow. Okay, I recharge 10. I'm at 50.
And we do it again.
What's it
Without
called?
anything happening.
Mass mate. That's it. Sorry, I was looking for something. If only you guys knew what was going on outside.
Someone is blasting the thing from the outside.
No, that's the thing firing.
Oh.
And instead of aiming at ships, it's aiming at gods.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Is anything else happening, or can we do our thing?
You can do your thing.
I think next round.
Should be next round.
Good.
Should be 8 left.
7.
7 left.
Yep, sorry, 7.
You know, at least that ones are not like cancel out successes.
I'm gonna go for 2. Alright, so now we're down to 4 remaining.
Yeah, I don't think I should go for 2.
No. Okay, so I go, yeah. I'll try just one this time.
Alright.
Can't finish them all, so 3 remaining.
3 remaining.
next round.
The gun is being fired again.
Ooh.
Is it less powerful now?
Unfortunately so. The discharge in the chamber, though, isn't.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Okay.
Is the god in the core safe? Based on the last one?
More or less. It certainly hurts
Okay.
him, but nowhere near as much as it hurts all of you.
Okay, so I'll just do my freebie protection for 2. Wall of rats,
Giant ship for 5.
7.
Wall of wood. Wait, holy shit. Can you help me out with protection somehow?
We're not helping out on reactions.
Oh yeah. Circle of wood. Can't do much.
Okay, so we save 10 damage. Take 18. I will go for 2 here. That's 2.
Holy shit.
And I'll get 1. And they are closed. We're done.
Yep.
Well, when
Well,
only with the
somewhat. You've closed
I
the
mean,
power
yes,
off, so
with-
it's no longer pulsing into him. The cannon cannot be fired now.
Can we take him out now?
Fonan, we need to heal him, I think.
Yeah. I'll make sure he's stable.
Alright.
By trying to cycle the remaining energy in his body as well as I can to, like, it not being distorted anymore. Then I can use cycles and healing. Can I use happiness for this too? Making him happy
Yes.
by being healed. Oh, I love that I choose this one.
Can I use suffering for this too? Because he's suffering.
Yes.
There you go, another plus 10.
Good fortune for 4.
Wait a second, I need to. 26 plus 10. Plus suffering was also 10. Good fortune for 4. I think that's it. Going to use 20 extra dice on this to make it very sure. So 10 successes.
You heal him for 10. And you see everything lighting up as if someone's trying to fire the cannon again. And again and again and again. It's like they're mashing the fire button. And it's just not working.
Vecna, I think Vecna is upset.
Yeah, honestly, I'm happy about that. The god of happiness. I'm happy that Wagner's upset.
Alright. Would you like to lure the field around this individual now?
Yeah.
You do so.
Does he look safe?
round?
Okay.
Yep, you've taken all the safety measures at this point.
Is it the next round?
Yes.
Okay. Should we get out or destroy it more?
Alright.
Guys?
Is he disconnected from the machine now?
Yep.
I will use a swarm of rats to plague this machine with everything I have for free.
Alright.
I'm helping him with circle to circle the rats in the right directions. Rebirth and renewal, so the rats that die get revived and can attack again. Healing too, because that works for that too. And happiness, because the rats are doing it really happy.
And +4 for good fortune.
And light, so they can see in the dark.
How much do you give me?
A lot. Give me a second.
Well,
+8, +6, +2, +1. You get 38 from me.
And another 4 from me, so 42 extra.
yep. DC, James?
6.
Do we get the DC other than 6 at some point?
When you stop affecting things more powerful than you, yes.
Ah. So, not this game.
Apparently not. But that's just the story of Celestia in general.
Yeah.
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 Well, it's the first time where I really feel powerful. Now the second time, my bow was nice.
Alright. You've flooded the machine. They will be clearing out plague and rats for, well, as long as it takes get rid of them all.
As long as it takes to get rid of infinitely respawning rats.
Yep.
Okay, let's get out
Oh
of
my
here.
god, I want to visit this place at some point after all of this has happened. Because it's just like the rat engine now.
Rats are gonna be the new orcs.
We just created space rats on a two-dimensional planet. Okay, let's leave. We leave the way we came from, following the vine.
Cool. As you start leaving, you see outside of
Wait,
through the rift. The rift that's been torn straight through this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What do we see? The dark one?
Yeah, we are the bad guys. Yep.
So someone's blasting us.
Blasting you, no. But his extensions are pulling apart this station chunk by chunk. As he comes into contact with it, it kind of just dissolves and becomes part of him as he tears it off.
Is this the dark one?
You don't know, but... oh fuck, that's terrifying.
I think we go the other way. Like now.
Can
Yep.
try to close the rift. What happens if we leave?
Get the knowledge guard and let's go.
Yep, I got him.
Okay. I follow.
Yep. As you're exiting, or well, looking for somewhere to exit, you see the lady in white. She almost steps before you. You've done well, and it's time to take your leave. I will be taking him from here.
Help you.
She gestures, and he starts to be pulled, and as he's being pulled, he is being healed. Run. Run as far as you can.
Who is that anyway?
That is the Dark One.
Right.
My one failure.
What do we do from here on out?
Try and survive.
So why did we stop that?
Because there's a right and there's a wrong way to win. I pray that we find the right way. I think today he has grown stronger than I. Yes, stronger
And we-
indeed.
Can we get rid of the rest of this thing before he eats it? X is actively throwing curses on the station. For whoever consumes it shall be subject to all of the shit domains that Hex has forever.
She's just looking at the rift at him. The station isn't going to make a difference in his power now. He took some of the guards while they were fighting. He seized the opportunity to acquire the power differential that he needed. Now he is stronger than I.
What do you need to get stronger than him?
I cannot. But maybe there's another way.
What way?
One of you will need to become one with this ship.
Did somebody say ship? What do you need?
This is the most powerful containment vessel ever constructed. And maybe, just maybe, we can make use of that. I am going to
Contain the
need one of
dark
you three to go to the leader area of this vessel, wherever the actual controls are.
That's where the god was.
I think he has fled by now.
Well, I mean the Lexus. He was connected to the.
No, that's in the core. I'm talking about the controls themselves, where this thing would be fired from.
Can I divine where that information is?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna
We need
call
more
off the rats that are.
She is helping you, so you
Killing
each get
me.
plus 200 dice.
Holy shit.
I'm calling off the
What's
rats
my
that are
DC?
destroying the station right now.
It'd be DC 2 now that no one's actually in charge of it. You're calling off your rats,
Okay.
alright?
So so one needs to control this thing. Do we still need
One will
power
need to
source
become
for
the
thing?
core, one will need to control it.
I'll take the core.
189 successes. Do I know where it is?
You know where it is.
Okay, cool.
I trust you to control it when I flow the power in the right direction.
All right, I know where to go,
I go back to the chamber.
Alright.
and I'll go to the controls.
And I'm using my sacrifice domain to help them.
Because because I'm sacrificing myself.
Exactly.
That's domain.
You see that she starts walking down the sides of the vessel as she moves her hand along it. Entire galaxy-sized holes in the device is being repaired. And it's like the nervous system of the entire vessel is being reignited. The evil taint here is being transformed. Purified.
Okay. So, do I need to make a check for becoming the power source? Like the flow of power?
As you begin connecting yourself, you start to notice that there is no way that you're going to be even able to handle a quarter of this, let alone the entire thing.
Oh shit. How was the other guy able to do it then?
There's a substantial difference in power between you and him. And then you see Vecna striding. Move.
What do you want?
To make the best of a shitty situation. Our opportunity to win this has been ruined. Now, I seek for us to at least survive it.
What if we do it together?
Then we might both just live.
I hold up my hand.
You see a white and purple orb come from his chest as he moves it towards the center of the device.
Try to like circle his power through the whole device. Like basically losing both.
Yep.
Trying
You're
to
being
control it.
considered one divine level higher, so You now got a maximum cap of 200, and each of your divine domains is doubled in terms of dice.
Oh wow. Okay, so this check. I got 200 from the lady in white.
Yep.
Then base 200 means I just get plus 100 current dice.
Yep.
Okay. That's 150. So everything is doubled. So I need to go through every domain now and try to explain it how to use it because this is important. Sorry, we'll take a bit. Renew.
That's okay.
Using the renewal of energy to get the ship working again.
I would say you're acting in the rebirth of opportunity.
Yeah, rebirth is the second one. That would be for a second. Rebirthing a new universe. No, that's not what we want to do. We want to...
No, rebirthing the opportunity to succeed in our goals of saving everyone.
James, that's okay?
Yep.
Okay, so 200 plus 12 plus 12. So circles, yeah, I'm circling the energy through the whole station, so I think that's it. Given the sun. Using nuclear energy, which is also used in stars and suns.
That is ironic.
Hmm?
That is ironic.
Why?
You'll see.
So is that right?
Yep.
8. Infinity trying to push this thing to infinite capabilities.
Yep.
Are you just going to say yes to everything?
If it can be justified.
Plans. Using my plans to support the central nervous system.
Alright.
Making everything more sturdy. 8. Healing. Basically trying to use as much power as possible, so healing all the damage that it's doing to the whole structure itself. And healing myself a bit.
Alright.
Plus 12.
You are acting as a force of light against the Dark One.
Yes. Yes.
You're making everybody very happy. and rainbow.
I'm using all of the colors of all of the different light spectrums. And if this is not for the happiness of the universe, then I don't know what is. So I'm taking
Alright.
the last one too, also.
Yep, I think you explained all of them enough.
Okay, so now I have plus the 150 I have already. I have 458 dice.
Okay, from me you get 10 for putting yourself through suffering, 10 for making a sacrifice, and 6 because I'm cursing you to stay there forever.
Fuck, now I have to stay there forever.
You're gonna get 4 from me for good fortune. Another 6 because you are acting in a way to free us from the impending doom that we are facing.
Mhm.
And you stole this opportunity of sacrifice just for yourself, so that's another plus 10 for piracy.
Nice.
Alright.
So I'm above the 500 dice. 504.
Yeah, why not?
Now, Vecna is giving you
Oh my god, this roll.
Claimed power for plus 24.
Okay.
Survival for plus 12.
Okay.
Infinity for plus 4. And amplification for plus 8.
Oh my god, amplification domain is such a good idea.
So that would be 552. My
Yes.
math's right.
So, the DC is 6, I imagine.
Yep.
Okay, let's see what this does.
Actually, you're one divine rank higher, so now it's DC 5, so roll again with DC 5.
Thank you. Uh, 6, and then... What is it? 5. Okay, let's see.
Alright.
Better. I have the feeling this system is not very well played in real life.
I mean, Warhammer players manage it, so.
Okay, let's just roll. Let me roll 500d6.
Sounds about right for Warhammer.
Alright. Now, for the lady in white. She needs to finish augmenting the cannon itself.
Well, it is a cannon, so obviously bonus for piracy there.
Alright, how much does she get for that?
Plus 10.
Alright. What else can you add to this?
Plus 4 for good fortune.
She's stealing it from Vecna.
She's stealing it from Vecna.
Well,
Piracy.
I mean that. Yeah. Yep. So that piracy's plus 10 there. Good fortune's 4.
I give her-
Freeing us from the threat of the dark one plus 6. So that's a plus 20 total.
Yep.
I give her plus 4 for light.
Alright.
Plus 16 with circles.
Alright. Suns.
Because it's yeah, suns plus 8. renewal of this of a bad situation +12.
Alright.
Rebirth of our hope for the future +12. An infinite amount of energy +4. And all of this is for the happiness of the multiverse, so +20.
+10 for the suffering she's gonna inflict on whoever she captures. +6 for making it a curse. 10 for mutilating the cannon into a prison. Maybe.
Alright.
Unsure. Does she sacrifice anything? That's another 10 if she does.
She's certainly sacrificing this entire vessel. This thing gets
Okay,
one shot.
That's a sacrifice. Maybe we can add deception into tricking the Dark One to be captured.
Yeah.
Um,
How much is deception?
Scroll 6 deception. Rats, I don't think are gonna help.
No.
And scrolls, maybe. I don't know.
Scrolls probably not.
Okay.
Alright.
No, right.
I think that is everything then.
Yes. I still have my 200 that's given to me by her. What can I use it on?
Whatever you like, including this.
Can I use my +200 to press the button when it's time?
Yes.
Okay, go. I'll come for lunch soon. I will come lunch.
I have used the
I'll do
200
everything.
and everything else on my check.
Okay. Do you want to make me? If you don't make.
Eggs. They're going to get spoiled
I'll eat. I'll come eat. I told
in 5 minutes.
you. Okay. Right. So what I wanted to use my 200 on is to putting a defensive curse on this thing, but for that we first need to capture it.
She's dumping
I
all
guess
of
that's
her points into this.
Okay, I guess I dumped the 200 into this as well because if we don't capture it, it's not like we can do anything else.
Alright.
So realistically, am I going to need my +200 to press the button? Because I don't think I am.
It is
I
a
also
button.
have 50 of
It is just a
also have
button.
50 of my own, so I'm adding 250 total here.
She can have the 200 of mine as well. I think
Alright.
I'll be able to press the button on my own.
You get you get the 16 from me for circles because it's a circular button.
Yes.
So, as the darkness is pulling at this thing, chunk by chunk, all the vital systems have been repaired enough so that one shot can be fired. And using her as the focusing lens, your power is streamed through, straight to her, as it's amplified, looped up, and you're used as the core. It hurts. It hurts unimaginably. It's like every instance of you throughout all of time since you came into existence is simultaneously burning. And then it fires.
That's don't think no.
All right. So with absolutely everything you throw at the Dark One, you perfectly tie him. Who would like to spend some inspirations?
I spent my last one.
I'll throw all 5 of mine at it.
All right. He is lost by 5. As a pure blue and white beam is fired, the exhaust ports burn out on this universe-sized station. It begins to collapse in on itself section by section. Do you fire the amplitude? That's the button.
I press the button.
You fire the amplitude, and all of the exhaust ports explode as the feedback energy is just launched. It hits the Dark One, and none of you can see what happens next. But as the station begins to explode and tear apart, the lady in white quickly shifts you all someplace else. And this is the next thing that you see. The prison that you have created.
What is that?
Doesn't look like much.
How else can you capture the darkness other than with a ball of light?
You need to put a sign like "Don't touch" or something.
It's already begun to collapse.
Collapse. So it's not permanent.
No. But it has bought us time. Precious, precious time.
I see.
You see what remains of all the other gods beginning to craft something. It looks like an asteroid at this stage, as they're slowly all feeding their power into it. Slowly it grows until it's the size of a world. A perfectly round world. You see that as some of the gods are crafting this, some of them vaporize. They've put too much of themselves into this.
Your world to protect the prison.
Our last hope. If none of us can fix this, then maybe someone else can.
Someone else.
One of them. As you see down on the world, the first life, the first creatures being born, being created. Thousands, if not millions of gods, adding their own life, their own blood to this world. Burning up significant, astronomical amounts of their own power to do this. It's as if a million artists came together for a single art piece. working in almost perfect tandem with each other.
You hope this will produce a solution.
As do I. But just in case the solution isn't in the future, I shall look back. I shall ask those who have made an impact in the past, those who have mattered more than any others. I shall ask them to give us another chance. As she breathes into her hand and throws out sparkling dust off into the distance, as you see billions of stars light up. Soon they will finish developing. And then it'll be their turn to step forward. And I hope that when they do, they will be able to make the difference. If no one else can.
And that's how we created Celestials. Really cool, James.
Agreed.
Now, for each of your rewards,
Woo!
you each get to design an inspiration effect.
Oh wow.
Okay.
How long do I have time for that?
As long as you'd like.
Oh. So
Okay.
this was a good ending.
Yes.
What would have happened if we failed and like Wagner went through with his plan?
Well, Vecna gets off one good shot. Then, when he's trying to claim all the power, the Dark One also tries to claim all the power.
So not good.
No.
Okay,
That is where the session
Yeah,
can
well-
end.